Welcome back to Space City Sports here on Houston City Beat, HoustonCityBeat.com. We have Gerald Sanchez from the Legacy Sports Network. Find all the games. The postseason is underway at Legacy Sports Network, LSN Sports.com. Gerald, welcome back into Space City Sports. We're in week 2 now of the postseason.
Yes, it is the area round of the Texas high school football playoffs for the UIL, and we've got a lot of great matchups on the Legacy Sports Network coming up tonight and tomorrow.
That's right. So what do we have? What are the big matchups? Who moved on to this week?
Well, we had there's many games that we have on our network, including Willis versus Tomball. That Tomball program has really flourished the last several years, and they've got a really nice new stadium. We were over there last week and broadcasted the game against Cy Springs, and so Tomball is playing Willis, and that game is going to be at Planet Ford Stadium in spring. And also we have Fort Bend Ridge Point against North Shore. Now that's going to be a very big matchup. The quarterback for Fort Bend Ridge Point is committed to University of Houston. He is a really special talent. And of course, the North Shore Mustangs are undefeated, and they're going for yet another trip to Arlington for the state championship game, which they have regularly matched up with against Duncanville since 2018. So that's going to be a big game, and that'll be played at the Rig in Pearland, and we'll have Rick Blunt and Carl Thies on the call. So that's going to be a really big marquee matchup that people are looking to, because Ridge Point is a good team. They got a great offense with that quarterback, and then North Shore is just North Shore.
Yeah, that's true. They have been North Shore in that form. When you say that, they've been like that for a long time. So any surprises that have come out of the postseason so far?
Yeah. In fact, there was Elkins defeating Shadow Creek. Shadow Creek from Alvin ISD. They were a really good ball club, and they were playing at their home field. And Elkins out of Fort Bend, they upset them. And we had that broadcast. And now Elkins advances to play Kingwood in round 2, in which we also have that game on the Legacy Sports Network. That was a big upset. Wow. Also, Manville out of Alvin ISD, they upset Hightower. That was a big upset too. Hightower was playing at their home field, and Manville beat them. So now they go up against Summer Creek on Friday. We'll have that game for you on the Legacy Sports Network, and that's going to be another big matchup. Summer Creek probably favored in that ball game. They're a really good team. They lost to North Shore and to Atascocita, but oh, goodness gracious, this is a heaven for high school football fans.
Yeah, and then you're also going to have perfect weather. The fall weather is staying around tonight and tomorrow, so it's a good time to be a Texas high school football fan, because it's that perfect time of the year for you.
Yeah, and there's also another game that we highlight, the private schools. St. Thomas High School is going up to Austin to play Austin St. Michael's. We'll have that game for you on the Legacy Sports Network. St. Thomas was the charter school for Legacy Sports Network back in 2008. That's where we started. Yeah. And St. Thomas, they're in the second round of playoffs for the TAPS division, the private schools. And good luck to the St. Thomas Eagles.
Fantastic. Well, we're going to switch gears here. Earlier this week, the Astros made a name change that announced that it's going to take place January 1st of 2025. Minute Maid Park is going to be gone, as far as, well, not the building, of course, but guess what? They're moving back to the Astrodome. Haha, there we go. No, Minute Maid Park, the name is going to go away. The naming rights agreement is going to end, and as of January 1st, it's going to be Daikin Park, which is a global leader in air conditioning, and they have this big facility out in Waller, and they employ 10,000 people across the Houston area. I was there the other day at Minute Maid the future Daikin Park, and they were very excited. A lot of the employees are naturally Astros fans, and they just are elated from what I was being told.
Wow, it's this is the fourth name on that ballpark, and we have been witness to all four of the names over the years, and it'll take some time to get used to calling it the new name, but it's a good thing for the Astros.
What do you think? If you had to give it, so everybody's talking about, the juice box and all this and that. I remember when Enron Field was the name. Remember early on, the home runs were flying out of there. A lot of people were calling it Home Run Field. What do you think the new nickname should be now that it's Daikin Field coming in 2025?
I see a lot of icebox.
Yeah.
I see a lot of that.
Yeah.
The icebox. And
what about like freezing the batter? Like, like you freeze him, right? Like that would be a sponsorship opportunity, right? When you get a strikeout looking.
Yeah, exactly. That would be a very good one, very creative.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Or a frozen rope.
I think that you got to look at all those baseball terms and see, that frozen rope to left field is brought to you by, now there is, but you think about the ballpark though. And a lot, like you said, a lot of people were talking about the ice box. Do you think that there's another name besides the ice box?
I'm sure that it'll catch on. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, but I'm sure there'll be something that on social media that'll be catch on. Yeah,
I'm sure there is. And I know a lot of people out there, they're like, oh, I'm still going to call it Minute Maid Park. And I remember when Enron Field went away and it became Minute Maid Park, it was like, oh, I'm still going to call it Enron Field. And then before that, it was like, I'm still going to call it the ballpark at Union Station, which was the original working name of the project. But
why can't we call it Astros Field?
Because I think Daikin would probably say, we're paying, I think it's $8 million a year or so. It came out, or that was the around the number that they're paying. They probably don't want the park being called Astros Field if they're paying that dollar amount per year to Jim Crane.
I hear when you say that, I'm still going to call it Minute Maid Park, and I still call it Enron Field. I'll still call it Astros Field.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can do that. That's Gerald Sanchez from the Legacy Sports Network. Find all the postseason high school football games on lsnsports.com. lsnsports.com. Gerald, give them that website once again.
lsnsports.com. Legacy Sports Network, building a legacy one game at a time.
That'll do it for this week's edition of Space City Sports. I'm Mike Acosta for Gerald Sanchez. Until next time, so long, everybody.